93.7 The Ticket for the Leba Business Hour, as we discuss local business and highlight those who are thriving in the Lincoln area. It's the Leba Business Hour, Saturdays from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's football season in Nebraska, and that means coaches are busy making game plans. I'm Eric Hagan with Liberty Law Group. Teams make game plans because no two opponents are the same. At Liberty Law, two cases are the same. Whether facing a DUI, criminal charge, or you were injured and it wasn't your fault, we tailor our legal game plan to meet your unique needs. Liberty Law's relentless trial attorneys serve all of Nebraska. To learn more, visit libertylawnebraska.com. That's libertylawnebraska.com.
Guys, you've heard me tell you all about Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, but it's not just me. Folks all over town are having success with the FXB. Guys like Gary, who just finished up his own 10-week challenge.
Yeah, Mark. After having a knee replacement in March, I was looking for a way to get back into shape. The workouts are fun, the atmosphere is awesome, and I've lost 17 pounds since starting in July.
The next Farrell's 10-week challenge begins on October 7th, and ticket listeners get $150 off enrollment. Just head to theticketfm.com. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill and 70th and Vine.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today will see a mix of sunshine and a few clouds as well. Afternoon high should be around 81. Tonight we'll see mostly clear skies and a low around 58. Tomorrow showers and storms are likely. Temperature's a little cooler. We'll see a high of around 78. Meteorologist Kyle Clucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Why wait until Friday to start your weekend?
Go ahead, start right now.
You're thirsty now, and 93.7 The Ticket is here to help you stock up.
Just in time for the weekend when I like to hit the clubs.
Time to broaden your horizons and try some new wine and beer. It's Thirsty Thursday with Kevin Meyer from Meyer's Cork and Bottle.
Yeah, little rosé, champagne.
We're doing the real deal today, boys,
Oh,
because we're here to celebrate you and your new digs.
Yeah, that's a day. That's a day. For real. It's old school, and it's Thursday, and you know generally what that means, right? Thirsty Thursday, the last one in this building.
the last Thirsty Thursday before we go over to the new spot.
Last Thirsty Thursday, I wanted, so I started thinking, you know, I've been doing Thirsty Thursday with the ticket ever since it started.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started compiling a list of everyone that I did Thirsty Thursday with that I could remember.
Mm-hmm.
Recap.
And it started with the great Adrian Fiala.
Mm-hmm.
And DP, I don't know if you ever got a chance to meet him, but he was, you guys would be buddies. He was a consummate gentleman. He, similar to you, has a way of making you feel like you're the most important person in the room, whether you've known him for 10 minutes or whether you've known him for 10 years. Absolute beautiful human being. So
run it.
Adrian, miss you, man. I still have his phone in my phone because I can't bring myself to take it out of there. But Tom Stevens, of course, John Gaskins, Mike Welch, Jake Bogus, Lanny Holstein, way back even when Nick Baugh was here, and Barrett Rude would come in, and I'd do Thirsty Thursday with Nick and Barrett, which was a hoot. And of course, all the guys that are still here, Jake, Mark, Rico, DP, Jay, Kenny, Strick, Austin. Oh, and
does Kenny count?
Kenny counts.
He counts.
He sure does.
He
Absolutely, he does.
He counts.
Even though he was sitting by drinking a nice cold Coca-Cola, he brought something to the table every time we did it. So, and then, of course, Connor Happer and Michael Snow were on that list. And if I've forgotten anybody, forgive me. It was unintentional. I just kind of thought it might be fun to kind of recap all the different Thirsty Thursday participants there's been since the station started. And I'm proud of you, DP, because you not only took it next level, you took it next level. And I've been happy and proud to watch you guys grow along the way. So with that being said,
Jimmy.
One loud pop pop.
That's a real pop pop. So
Perfection.
not to get too sentimental on Thirsty Thursday, but you know, I'm proud of you guys.
Kevin, it's an honor, my friend. and you have added so much, and again, you've become a part of my traditions. For folks that don't know, every Christmas, Kevin steps up and delivers the 12 days of wine miss. And it's a part of what we do in my house. So it's greatly appreciated. And of course, my friends from all over the country then go tracking down whatever your beverage of the day is on Thursday. So
And some good Strix picks that came out of there too.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Text line is asking you about Brett Kane. Did you ever do it with Brett?
Oh, yes. Brett Kane. I forgot about Brett. I'm sorry, Brett. He was always a hoot. Couldn't have a serious thought in his brain ever. I mean, the guy, he could be on his deathbed and he'd be cracking jokes or making fun of somebody. But Brett Kane was a hoot, man.
Well, it's been the run and the journey. What did you bring us today, kind sir?
I brought a new beer.
Beer, yeah.
It's the new 1890 Initiatives beer. And it's called Cornhead, and it's a collaboration with Cross Train Brewing out of Omaha. And it's a lager. It's got the cool red can, and a portion of the proceeds go to NIL and the 1890 Initiative for Husker athletes. And it just came into the store here this week, so I thought I'd bring it in and let's try it. It's not meant to be like a super fancy, complex beer. This is meant to be a game day beer. So let's take a sip and see what you think.
Salud.
Game day beer.
Game day beer.
Like this is.
Yeah, game day beer.
Definitely.
Tailgate beer.
Definitely.
That's a tailgate beer.
Tailgate beer.
That's the kind of beer.
What's that on the back end of it? Kind of like a.
It's kind of, it's a lager, so it has that sort of lagery yeast thing going on.
Yeah.
A little bit of breadiness. More body than like a light beer.
Yeah, I didn't want to say bready. There's another word that came to mind. There's another word that came to mind that I couldn't say. Helps with sometimes raising cell levels and whatnot. I didn't want to use that word though.
Fair enough. I appreciate that, DP.
Not exactly the way you want to describe it.
Well, so Cornhead, can you make beer with corn?
Yes.
Ooh.
You can make beer with corn. You can make it with rice. You can make it with barley. You can make it with wheat.
And your grainy, starchy.
Pretty much, you boil that down and create fermentable sugars and add some yeast, and voila, you have beer. So,
was this one made with corn?
I don't believe so. I think it's
missed opportunity.
Give me the can. Let's take a look at the can. You can tell me. Give me the professional eye to what is on there that would make it pop. Because here's the thing: if this was on tap at any local adult beverage establishment in the city, it would be in its top 5 sales, top 3 sales right now.
Depending on if they have the right handle. You got to have a good handle that has a corn head.
Well, it's a corn handle, right?
Yeah,
you can't mess that up.
Right. True.
Not in Nebraska, right?
With the red N on each side of the corn.
Yeah.
I don't know, though. I don't think they can do the N on there because of.
Well, they can paint their own. They just don't copy it 1-to-1.
Okay. Well, sure.
Yeah. It's a red N, different color, and, different color red.
Not the same font.
Can you do small N? Can you do like?
That's just disrespectful. Talk about your little football game, your little N on your helmet.
There's some folks around the country have been saying y'all need to go from capital N to till you get it right. Till you get it right. But this is a drinker's beer. This is a football drinker's beer. And if this was in the local establishments, I can tell you this would flow. This would this is barrel after barrel.
It's kind of crispy, like a good fall night type of beer, right?
And they come in.
That's just a good drinking beer.
It's just a beer. There's nothing super fancy about it. It's the kind of beer that you can pour a little tomato juice in if you're starting early. It's the kind of beer that you can have 4 or 5,
that beer
6.
should be down at the ice box.
Yeah,
that's where that should be. That's right between the pipes beer. They could rename it if they wanted, but that's literally me and hockey and that beer.
Yeah.
I
can see that.
Sure.
Hockey, football.
Yeah,
basketball.
it's that thing. It is that thing. It is that thing. You've gone into the other stuff.
How long, DP, do you think before Nebraska finally breaks the mode and allows Memorial Stadium to become a little bit
that would be a Kevin and Austin thing. I'm an outsider. I don't understand why it's an issue or why it's a thing. I understand why colleges have the rules that they have. Okay, that's fine. Y'all have a better understanding of why that is more than I do.
Are we talking about having beer in the stadium?
Yeah.
It's coming. It's just a question of there are a lot of logistical things from a legal standpoint because university is a public university funded by the state of Nebraska taxpayers on the academic side. Now on the athletic side, they're self-supporting, and that I believe is how you can kind of loophole around that. Then it's a question of who's responsible for the liquor license. They already have that in place. They've done it with Garth Brooks. They've done it with Volleyball Day. And so they have the hardest part of it figured out. Then it's a question of logistics, staffing,
infrastructure stuff,
and then getting the okay from the powers that be. And I believe wholeheartedly that the reason they're moving so slowly with it is Dr. O has been against it and vocal about it his entire career, and they're paying homage to that and paying respect to that, with the exception of having to create new revenue streams. And they're just like anybody else. It's getting harder and harder to make a buck these days. Inflation is high. Post-COVID did weird stuff to the economy, did real weird stuff to the workforce. And so there's they're taking baby steps, and those steps are being taken with extreme amounts of caution. And that's the best explanation I can give you.
Fair enough. I'm going to ride with it. Let's get to the bubbly.
This has trick written all over it, so I'm going to take this one over the board.
Rosé.
I
decided that if we're going to do
now,
this,
listen, Moet was my thing.
This is no
back when I
half-stepping.
used to go in. I mean, I didn't need a glass.
No, orange label though. Orange label.
Orange label.
Orange label.
I didn't need a glass.
Jandon.
Straight
Jandon. Hey,
straight to the face.
Hey, that's where A started.
No,
that's where A started. It was not Fonzie.
But yeah, that being said, so this is who makes Dom Perignon. Moet and Chandon makes Dom Perignon. This is their rosé.
Yes, Lord. It's a good celebrated beer right here.
Come on with it, Kevin Meyer. Come on.
That's smart. That's smart, Kevin.
Come on.
I told you that we're not going to have step this today.
Come on.
I will say this is the most expensive bottle I've ever brought into Thursday.
Listen to that. Like that's why I said come on, because I know what you spent.
You know what
for
it tastes like,
and I appreciate it. I have mad respect for the fact that you stepped up like this.
This is almost too good.
Oh, it really is. It's so good. It's so good.
So that leaves me into, because I mean we have to talk about champagne in general and how it's made and what goes into it. And this is a true champagne. This comes from Champagne, France. A little bit of side note, Austin, what's it called if it's a sparkling wine but doesn't come from Champagne?
Well, it's just a sparkling wine, though.
Bingo, that's right. It cannot be called a champagne unless it comes from Champagne, France.
My partner.
There are 3 grapes that go into making champagne. One is called Chardonnay, one is called Pinot Noir, and the other is called Pinot Meunier. So 2 of the 3 of them are red. They grow on the vine red.
My favorite.
And so when they crush the grapes, they allow to make a rosé a limited amount of skin contact, which is called Austin.
The skin contact is the maceration.
Correct. So maceration is the combination of the skins and the juice together, and the skins are what they're almost
creates
like a
a
dye.
color, right? Yeah.
It dyes the wine red, or in this case, pink, because they allow it to get to a certain level, and then the skins are removed. It initially begins as a still wine, meaning it doesn't have any bubbles. And a temporary
tiny bubble.
A temporary cork is put in the bottle.
You know why?
And once they feel that it's
little
ready,
little Dino on a Thursday.
That's right. And they do this process called riddling. So gradually the bottles are twisted and tilted upside down, and allowing they remove the temporary cork and allowing a little bit of the sediment and a little bit of the liquid to escape. That's called disgorgement. Then they add a little bit of wine syrup. It's essentially sugar and wine blended together. They put it back in the bottle. They add the new cork with the cage around it. The cage is called muselet. It's literally the French word for muzzle, and that's
the thing you do on
Exactly. The metal cage
twisty
that holds the cork in place. It's the mucilage is very important because there's a lot of pressure in there, and without it, we'd see a lot of bubbles unintentionally. So
a lot of black eyes from people getting
exactly,
caught.
Exactly. And so but what happens with the after they discourse the wine and add the wine syrup, that's called dosage, and they dose the wine. Dosage. And so what that does is that it reactivates those remaining yeast cells that are inside the bottle, gets them excited again, gets them going again, and they start to ferment again into carbon dioxide. Now, it doesn't create an additional alcohol, but does create CO2. That's where we get our bubbles from. And that whole process is called the méthode champenoise, or the champagne method. Méthode champenoise.
Stricky's gonna use that tonight. I might use that tonight. He's gonna use that
I'm just
tonight.
gonna walk up tonight and say méthode champenoise. And she gonna think I said something.
I think you should start an R. That would be your R&B name. Méthode champenoise.
Méthode champenoise.
You'd be like,
we bring the bubbles.
Yeah.
but you got to use your deepest voice.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
This is good stuff, dude. Man,
Kevin,
what a great way to end.
Go out on a high note, man. On a high note. Kind sir, actually, clink the glasses, man. Much love. Much
Turkey's done.
Yeah, no, there's some left in the bottle though.
Oh yeah,
he will figure that out. Kevin, let them know what's going on at the store if there's something they want to stop by and get.
Well, so Cornhead Lager by the 1890 initiative and cross strain available at Myers Cork and Bottle for your home game tailgate needs. This is Moet and Chandon Rosé, Brut Rosé. So these are on the shelf for $100.
Knew it.
And but we've got tons and tons of great new beers, tons and tons of great new wines, lots of specials, and the best service in town and most knowledgeable staff. And would love to see you.
You get what you pay for. You get what you pay for. Kevin, thank you, kind sir. More old school coming up. Stricky, appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and live wherever you are at 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone, and here with me is Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know the new Honda sales are going really good right now at Honda of Lincoln. And with that, a lot of fresh trade-ins are coming in. Can you tell our listeners about your pre-owned selection?
I'm happy to, Charlie. Like you said, with new Honda sales going very good, we have a lot of fresh trade-ins coming in daily. And not just Hondas. We have just about every maker model you can imagine, with over 100 pre-owned and certified pre-owned to choose from, and prices starting at just $5,900.
Wow, what about financing?
We have financing as low as 3.29% APR on certified Accords and CRV.
Thanks again, Andy. People love the selection and great service at Honda of Lincoln. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any backyard landscaping project. And you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
This is Bud Seinhorst, President and CEO of LIBA, the Lincoln Independent Business Association. Join us every Saturday from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket for the LIBA Business Hour. We discuss local business and highlight those who are thriving in the Lincoln area. It's the LIBA Business Hour, Saturdays from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hot tub season is here, and to celebrate, Bonds Pool & Spa is having a sale so good that they're offering it up for the whole month. Soak up the savings when you purchase a new High Life Collection or Limelight Collection spa and receive a free step and cover lifter from now through the end of September. Stock will go fast, so hurry in and claim your new spa today and soak up the savings at Bonds Pool & Spa, 33rd and Highway 2, or at bondsallpool.com. A lot of businesses say that they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business feels anything but for your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, as they do with customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also equip for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
It's football season in Nebraska, and that means coaches are busy making game plans. I'm Eric Hagan with Liberty Law Group. Teams make game plans because no two opponents are the same. At Liberty Law, we understand no two cases are the same. Whether facing a DUI, criminal charge, or you were injured and it wasn't your fault, we tailor our legal game plan to meet your unique needs. Liberty Law's relentless trial attorneys serve all of Nebraska. To learn more, visit libertylawnebraska.com. That's libertylawnebraska.com.
LES is hosting an EV Ride and Drive event at Haymarket Park on Sunday, September 24th. Attendees can sign up to test drive a variety of electric vehicles. Visit les.com/drive to learn more.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza, the big one, all the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend. Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Special times, special days, wonderfully done. Greatly appreciate. Is everything that we're trying to do and trying to be and trying to enjoy. I love y'all so much. I have to just say that openly, that Lincoln has been exceptional to me. You know, the first question I always got asked was, you know, why are you in Lincoln? The answer is you. That's the real 100 answer. 402-464-5685, starter Hammond text line. Honda Lincoln hotline used to be, now it's Allo VIP line. And here's the thing, you can't call it right now because it's being transferred down to the new location. We'll actually be able to bank phone calls in the new location. So it's not going to be one-off. Right? Like, oh my goodness, we'll be able to bank them for the post-game show. On Saturday, we'll be able to bank calls and take them in order. And we'll have, there'll be days when we have actual phone operators that actually handle the stuff for us. So bravo. You can follow us on the Starter Hammond video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter Live, and Allo channel 951, if you will. And then Austin Orman, if you would, please let them know about the Mercado.
Oh, gladly. Certified Piedmontese, every type of meat, every type of cut. Here's what you do. You go down to the South location, 30th and Yankee Hill. You get your lunch special. They do it on Fridays for lunch. Limited available, right? First come, first serve. Go down there, get your lunch. Obviously, 93.7 The Ticket's on your radio when you go down. Then head downtown. Come say hi to us.
Come on through.
Just do it.
Come on through.
There are your plans for Friday.
Good stuff all the way around. It's a spectacular day, and again, I'm going to invite two of you who are listening to come down to the Rococo Theater tonight, 7:00. Ignite Lincoln. Cost you nothing. The bar will be open, cash bar, but you know you can come in. The best of Lincoln to 15 presenters, 16 presenters total, 5 of them nonprofits, and then 12 presenters, local folks who are just telling stories. 5 minutes, short attention span, folks. Don't worry about it. We got you covered. 5 minutes of each story. And again, for anybody that's ever heard me talk, condensing something to 5 minutes is a major, major task, and which was the brilliant thing. So if you'd like to go, I will offer 2 tickets to anybody that wants to go. Just simply say Ignite Lincoln. Just type, but you got to, here's the deal. And all you have to do is pick them up when you get down to Rococo. Just say, I'm with the ticket. And they'll have your name. They'll ask your name. So you can't just go down there and go, I'm with the ticket, give me a ticket. No, your name. I'm with 937 the ticket. I won the contest, and they will have a seat for you. So you can come on down and get you. It'll probably go till 9 o'clock or so. So come on through. Austin, it is with great joy that I celebrate in this. I'm going to take this short segment and celebrate 937 the ticket, because the Big Red Breakfast was a thing. It was a thing.
Number 2 of the year.
Well, the Big Red Breakfast was a concept. The Big Red Brunch is now a thing.
Correct.
And to take the ticket crew and go and present these sorts of events with seeders and tanners and full on, presentation of events and other. But I'm proud. I'm 100% proud of the ticket staff to handle it. I mean, that's a full-on broadcast. That's a streaming broadcast. And to be able to transition from radio station to streaming to full-on presentation with cameras and mixers and other feeds in there, and then to be able to have, Jay Foreman, and have the 97 champions be there and be honored, and then to see a room of people, of Husker fanatics show up. There were autographs and pictures, but what if I told you that the Big Red Brunch shows us that we could actually do television shows? Now, if we only had a cable partner.
Wait, DP, I thought we did have a cable partner.
We do.
Huh.
But then you need a place to do it. Like, you need a place.
Wait, DP, I thought we're moving into a new studio tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
So we could actually do television from the new location and invite our fans down there to be a part of the show.
We could.
Wow.
It kind of sounds to me like not only could we, but we are. Wow. It's kind of what it sounds like.
Wow. Man, times have changed. It's so cool to just, when you find out that your people are who you think they are, right? And that they can handle. Like, the funny thing is, like, I told Rico, so when I first started working here, Rico, of course, Rico still believes that, even in current situation state of Rico thinks he's running things. Right?
Oh, yeah.
So then, of course, he thought he was running things. And then I challenged him and I said, well, I'm going to put you on air. I said, you should be on air. He's like, oh, no, I don't ever want to be on. No. You need to be a host. No. Rico. We get this project and Rico is just like, oh boy, this is so much. Like, he and Mark nail it, crush it. And to have the people in the room say, you know what? I'm so glad it's the ticket. So just a brief moment for me to celebrate these wonderful folks of ours, this family of ours, this collection of misfits and the island of broken toys. The island of misfit toys. Listen, when you get a chance to tell people that you care about, that you're proud of them, you should do so. So right now, before we go to break, I just want to say to the ticket staff, to the ticket family, I'm proud of you. 100% proud of you today. My smile is authentic today in watching them excel. Jay Foreman is being wonderfully Jay Foreman. Steve Warren is just such a great storyteller. And if you didn't catch Steve Warren singing today, oh my goodness gracious, how is he not singing the anthem in that building? How is that a thing? And then Vershawn Jackson, listen, as much as we give Vershawn grief for being Vershawn, I wouldn't change him not one bit. Vershawn Jackson is such a unique human being. And for all of the things that drive you crazy about him and scratch the chalkboard, he's just authentic. And it's and I'll still say, and the only way I can get in trouble today is to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Terrell Farley may be the kindest human being on the planet.
Great heart.
I just want to say that. So we'll throw it to break. We'll come back. We'll close out the first hour, and then Jay Foreman will join us in hour 2 here on Old School.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive certified Piedmontese beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Join us at this year's Ignite Lincoln 15 at Rococo Theater on Thursday, September 14th for an inspiring night of stories that spark change. Get your tickets at ignitelincoln.org. Don't miss this chance to be a part of something extraordinary.
The days of internet contracts and heavy fine print are over. It's time to experience hassle-free service with no contracts or hidden fees. That's the Allo promise. Allo Communications provides fiber internet, TV, and phone services with fair and no-nonsense pricing. All backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, 24/7 local support 365 days a year, and a monthly bill you can count on. Don't settle for gimmicks. Settle for hassle-free with Allo. Visit us at allofiber.com/hassle-free.
Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
It's football season in Nebraska, and that means coaches are busy making game plans. I'm Eric Hagan with Liberty Law Group. Teams make game plans because no two opponents are the same. At Liberty Law, we understand no two cases are the same. Whether facing a DUI, criminal charge, or you were injured and it wasn't your fault, we tailor our legal game plan to meet your unique needs. Liberty Law's relentless trial attorneys serve all of Nebraska. To learn more, visit libertylawnebraska.com. That's libertylawnebraska.com.
Getting experience to jumpstart a meaningful career can be difficult, and education can cost a fortune. Luckily, AmeriCorps can be the solution. With AmeriCorps, you'll earn a stipend and education award while helping people. Plus, you'll gain professional skills and make connections to help you build your career. If you're ready to start a career you can be proud of, visit serve.nebraska.gov/service to find a program for you. Paid for by Serve Nebraska, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Guys, you've heard me tell you all about Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, but it's not just me. Folks all over town are getting into shape with the FXB program. Guys like Ryan, who joined at the same time I did a year and a half ago.
Yeah, Mark, I'm in better shape than I have been in quite some time. The people at Farrell's are awesome. The instructors keep the workouts fun, and the owners are engaged and committed to the success of all of their members.
The next Farrell's 10-week challenge begins on October 7th, and ticket listeners get $150 off enrollment. Just head to theticketfm.com. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill and 70th and Vine.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, call 988 for free, confidential, and compassionate support. On July 16th, the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is transitioning to 988. There is hope. For 24/7 support, call, text, or chat 988.
Sponsored by Nebraska DHHS, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is Bud Seinhorst, President and CEO of LIBA, the Lincoln Independent Business Association. Join us every Saturday from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket for the LIBA Business Hour, as we discuss local business and highlight those who are thriving in the Lincoln area. It's the LIBA Business Hour, Saturdays from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Old School, final segment, first hour. And then Jay Foreman will join us somewhere between 5 and 5:15, depending on things that break and happen for him. We'll carry you through all the way to 6. On Green will join us at 6 o'clock. Very well done. Excited about everything. And of course, this is the last Old School in the building. Last Old School in the building. There's a little feeling there just now. This dear old building. And again, shout out to Ron Romero to keeping this thing going all the years, right? That for all it is, I mean, yeah, you know, the funny thing was that, you know, Ron and Mark interviewed me 7 times.
Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6.
7 times. As a matter of fact, we all met Mark, Connor, Tom Stevens. We met at the old Chicago downtown.
It's no longer there.
It's no longer there, right? And it was funny because you're trying to explain to somebody who you are. Like how do I put 35 years of career in an over the beer conversation? And you can't really do it. And this was what was funny is that at the time they were trying to figure out, okay, what do we do with this guy? Like, what do we do with him? And either Connor or Tom, Jake wasn't there, so it was Jake and Sipple. So wasn't an option, because they were set at the time. And then the other thing was that Connor needed a co-host and Tom needed a co-host. And we sat at the bar. We sat at this table and we just started talking. And finally Tom goes, okay, screw it. I'll do it. And I felt like
the last kid picked.
Oh man, I was at the back of the line. Like, who's the guy from South Park? The one that always gets chosen last?
Can't say I've
The
watched
little
South Park.
there's a little one. And he's just there, and he's always like a really squeaky voice. And I felt like him, and I was like, "Oh man, geez, like really, bro?" And I came into the station, and my first time on air was with Connor. It was actually with Connor. And you know, you're trying not to step on people's toes, but you're trying to be authentic as well. And so it's always been cool. And then this little place has been, again, the pandemic, the days of, you know, Tom sitting where you're sitting and I'm on the other side of the plexiglass. As a matter of fact, not only was we were on opposite sides of the plexiglass, but we were still wearing
on opposite sides of the
right on
plexiglass.
opposite sides because other people, like, you didn't know what you didn't know, right? Yeah. And so it was funny. But I do want to say thank you to Tom Stevens, Connor Happer, Ryan Tabb. I want to say thank you to that original crew. Steve Sipple for his warmth and welcoming, Jake Sorensen, and of course Mark Onweiler for just really, like, if you're comfortable in a place, like, you're comfortable. Like, they're doing enough to keep it moving, right? And here comes the Tasmanian Devil. Here comes change everything. Imagine Mark Onweiler 4 years ago. Like, I'm a lot. I know I'm a lot. Mark, poor Mark. There are days I felt bad for Mark because Austin, he was catching the business, man. Like, because I'm, again, you kind of see like the 1,000 ideas a day that pass through the brain of Derek Pearson. And I'm just throwing them at Mark Onweiler, right? And he's like, hey, pump the brakes. Like, no. Let's just do this today.
One at a time.
Let's
here today.
So Austin, it was fantastic. And again, one of my favorite days. I swear to this, one of my favorite days. Like, we're going through the process, right? And a few months ago, and Mark says we need another producer board op talent. And he's going through this list of emails, and he's gotten all these emails. And he just literally pulled up one, right? He just pulled up one piece of paper, and he goes, I think this might be the guy. And then he looked at me, and he but I have two others. And I said, let's first things first. Get me the guy you think is the guy. Get me him first. That way we're not burning up time. We're not burning up people. And one of my favorite moments at this station so far is when you walked in the door, because it was just, and for folks that don't know, Austin, all of last football season, Austin and I literally watched Husker games side by side.
Every home game.
Literally every home game, we were side by side. And the moment you walked in the door, and I said, and everybody knows I'm a fan of the universe. Like, I just say the universe brings me the people it's supposed to bring me as I'm supposed to have them. And I believe in it. And you walked in the door, and it was just like, that's my dude. That's my dude. And we were going to put you on other shows, but I'm like, nope. I need Austin in the afternoons with me, Jay, and Strick. And then Mark goes, you think he can handle it? And I go, yeah, I 100% think he can. I think he's the right guy. So, my friend, it's been a joy to do this, and you are one of my true blessings in this thing.
And I can't say thank you enough. Universe, grace of God, whatever it is you want to call it, it all comes full circle. As I plan out my career, wouldn't have seen it working out the way it did. Extremely grateful for it. It almost feels weird for me to be the one that's pumping up the move downtown, because I'm the newest.
Yeah.
It's still what it feels like. Like I'm the new guy. Like, I don't have the same connection to this space, to this building that y'all do. So I don't want to be disingenuous in my excitement for the move. Like, I feel like I'm kind of freeloading out of the move downtown. Like, everything that everyone else built. And okay, I guess, sure. Yeah, sure. I like new digs too.
Right.
Sign me up. I'm not gonna take myself out of it by any means.
All in. All of it's joy to me. Like, all of this is joy. And again, I repeat the story. I came here to retire. I came here to retire, and I was just going to be the dude in the stands,
run the ball,
talking, run the damn ball. Like, I'd have been that dude. Like, just imagine, like, God bless them all. My friends laugh so much. Like, retire, you, like, you being at a game in Nebraska and not saying anything is 100% impossible. And they're 100% right. So we'll throw it to break. Second hour of Old School coming up.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any backyard landscaping project. And you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Problem gambling can destroy an individual's finances, relationships, physical, and mental health. If you or a loved one are struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com, where they're committed to you every step of the way.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Bud Seinhorst, President and CEO of LIBA, the Lincoln Independent Business Association. Join us every Saturday from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket for the LIBA Business Hour, as we discuss local business and highlight those who are thriving in the Lincoln area. It's the LIBA Business Hour, Saturdays from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive Certified Piedmontese Beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals. A lot of businesses say that they're family focused. But when tough situations in life arise, the business feels anything but for your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, as they do with customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
Listen up, ticket listeners. Fairway Meat Market has a deal that's only for you. Stop by Fairway Meat Market between September 11th through the 16th and mention the ticket for USDA Choice Porterhouse Steaks for just $9.99 per pound. This deal is advertised nowhere else and strictly for 93.7 The Ticket listeners. Again, $9.99 per pound USDA Choice Porterhouse Steaks. Now through the 16th if you mention you heard the deal on the ticket. Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the Ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show, powered by Sunbelt Rentals. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador, Select Plumbing, Jimmy John's, Lincoln wall-to-wall wine and spirits, Fleet Beef, Yours Cheese Spread on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Old School, sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score!
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hour number 2 on a Thursday. There's NFL football tonight. There's college football tonight. There's 2 games in college football I want to talk about. There's one NFL game I want to talk about. I'm sure Jay wants to talk about them as well when he gets here. And we'll keep it moving until then. 402-464-5685 is the text line. If you want to be on the Starter Heyman text line, please hit us up. You can follow on the Starter Heyman live video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Allo, channel 951. Austin, if you would, please let them know about the Mercado.
Every type of meat, every type of cut. 2 locations in Lincoln. One for those of you who are like me, living on the north side. 84th and Havelock has a certified Piedmontese, Mercado, Casa Bovina, everything area for you. And then for the Southerners, where I used to have my humble abode, 30th and Yankee Hill. Would have been just down the block. I moved out just in time for them to add one. Little bit of a bummer, but that's all right. 2 locations better than one. Again, Friday lunch specials tomorrow. South location. I'm
efforting to get one of those retail restaurant days to be the Mercado. And I just what we'll have them do is deliver like 20 prepared meals that folks can buy. Each day there'll be restaurants. So if you own a restaurant or you work in a restaurant, you think it'd be great for you to come down and sell from the new location, sell lunch, breakfast, dinner, happy hour food. We can work something out. That's what we're working from.
Happy hour for the rest of us, not happy hours and just Nick and Rico, right?
Correct.
Okay,
because they will 100%
they would abuse that.
Like 100% believe. I mean, here's the thing. First of all, I mean, understand the game changing that's about to go on. that first of all, we get to broadcast in daylight. Like we actually get to see people while we're broadcasting. Like we get to see sun, and we get to see people, and we get to see traffic. Like we'll get to see snow, we'll get to see sun, rain. We'll be able to walk outside of that immediately. Like now you have to go through a process, right? And that people will, and then when we get there, so big part, especially for radio types, we're a weird species. We're just right. That's a fair statement.
We're ourselves.
Like we're a weird species. But I know for a fact that if you offered, there's probably 2 groups of people that I can speak to this directly. That if you offer broadcasters and athletes, if you offer them caffeine any time of the day, the answer will be yes. 100, like it just all the time.
And the answer isn't yes, it's looking around for the little drip bags.
Yeah, like, okay. So now, instead of the additional 15 minutes you have to set aside to go either make coffee, we get to just go straight to the station and ask. Oh, it's right there. It's right there.
Not in the break room, not in back.
Not
someone else is making it for us.
Like a pro. A professional.
Professional.
And the thing about the mill is that not only have coffee, but they have smoothies, they have shakes, they have tea, and then they have muffins. They have all the muffins. They have all muffins. All the muffins. And then they have a refrigerator with water, juice, etc. Any other thing you could possibly want. I'm just excited. Like it's a game changer. And the fact that, again, I talked to Chef Bob, right? Heavenly Waffles. And he's just fired up. Right. So then it's Mary Ellen. So any given day, there's a different restaurant or service provider that'll be in there providing food for you to buy. Like if you just want to come hang out. Now, also, we will have an actual patio. Like we could sit outside, like on a day like today, instead of being in the, no offense to the dungeon back here, but we can sit out in the breeze, and we have to do it in air quotes. Show prep.
Our show prep is. Did you see that dude that walked by before? Did you hear that conversation between that guy and that girl? They're going through it right now.
Like to understand that our show presentation, we could script 2 hours, right, in full. But there's zero chance that any show from this day forward actually follows the script because we will have actual live Lincoln television in front of us the whole time. And if you think that some of the bizarro world stuff that happens in Lincoln isn't getting talked about on the ticket in the near future, incorrect. 100% incorrect.
We're going to have to transition from our best talk radio to our best. Let's get our play-by-play on here.
Oh,
Like narrating
100%.
LA like police car chases outside our window sort of thing.
My goodness. We're going to have
Like we're all play-by-play guys now.
Oh, and we're going to have like fashion report day.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what are we wearing today? Like, and just have people outside just go, okay, so what are you wearing? Leggings, Husker shoes. It's, I know us. And we're all so short attention span that it's just going to be consume. So good luck.
Is bear with us the right request?
Yeah, fair. Husker down. We're
right.
Like just husker down, people. There will be a learning curve to what to talk about and what not to talk about. There will be another learning curve to, just you can't describe everything that's going to go on outside the studio. Like you can't.
No.
There's the listeners know the listeners. And y'all know full and darn well that we can't just say everything that y'all are going to do outside that window. Right?
Mm-hmm. You know what you're about. We know what you're about.
So here's the thing. And we have to warn the listeners that there will be a fan cam that points directly out at the street. 2 of them, as a matter of fact. So here's the thing. Don't do anything in front of the window that you wouldn't want the entire world to see.
We are always looking for social media clips. Don't become the first.
Like, don't be it. Who's the first show to get mooned? Not in a car. I mean, full Monty. It's early break.
See, I was going to say post game.
The breakers are mooners. Like I 100%. Come on. Are you kidding me? I'm willing to go. Like I don't see I don't see Raph and AD's people as mooners.
Raph's people, maybe AD's not. Is that fair?
It would be a battle of Raph's people mooning AD's people.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
yeah.
That's possible. That's possible.
Nick and Rico, absolutely, that's on tap for them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're going to be the champions of getting mooned.
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind about that.
Oh, midday.
Yeah.
Lunchtime.
Yeah.
Cars driving by, and there will be pictures of Rico behind the camera, just his hands to the sky, like, what is happening?
Why is this my life?
Drew asked the question: Is Tucker is our trucker hats available in apparel options? Everything's available. We're about to expand that as well because there will be some options there. We will expand based on need and want. A lot of it's pre-ordering, so we'll be able to do a whole bunch of stuff. Yes, we will have the mill. Yep, Cubsker, the mill. This will be another mill location. So the O Street side is the studio, and then as it turns and L's toward on 11th Street, there'll be retail. There'll be tables, benches, spaces for you to just plug in your laptop, have a cup of coffee. You'll be able to do that, and then the mill's counter will be at the far end of it. at the back end, and then I think we're 2 weeks away from the patio being. We'll be like we have to get the clearance from the city to put some disclosure between what is and what isn't.
So you're saying Michigan?
Yeah. Right. Perfect timing.
Dang.
Right.
Best way.
Right.
Dang.
Team Raf says, I'm incredibly offended and honored at the same time. 100%, Rat. Team Raf is, you're Mooners. Like, I don't have, I think on the block is probably the least likely. I think that would be fair. Challenge accepted. I'm just pointing that out. Drumstick, you're 100% right. We absolutely believe that we will be the good luck charm. And we're only accepting credit if they win. If they lose, it was happening before us.
It's beyond us. It's out of our control. If they win, it's absolutely us.
It was happening before us.
Yeah.
Let me read this one. One-Eyed Ray says, "Hey, DP, what's up?" And this tells you he's been around for a bit, because when I first got here, I asked, like, talk to me, say what's up first. Like, don't just yell at me. Like, say what's up. Common thing, wonderful courtesy. Thank you. But when you showed up, it felt like there was a brief feeling out period between you and Tom, and then honestly, there's an air of you two kind of getting on each other's nerves. Probably a 2-week stretch of, I think they need to separate these two. I remember Friday you said something, and Tom replied, well, it seems like nothing makes you happy. And that show had serious tension. However, I'm assuming a heart-to-heart was had, because the following Monday came around, you two just clicked from there on, and it was incredible. Here's the beauty of Tom Stevens, and I want to be clear. Tom Stevens is my brother. Tom Stevens is 100% my brother. Tom, I can't say that Tom had ever met anybody like me. Whatever that means, in whatever range, and that's just like, I know I'm a handful. Tom was this was his station for all intent purposes. Tom was around it. My thing with Tom was just explaining to him on a regular basis that if we're doing radio, the difference between his and I private conversations and our personal conversations and our radio conversations, none of them were tied together. Sometimes when I walked in the door, what I was told, that sometimes the station had become too stagnant because it was just a bunch of people agreeing with each other. And there was no real separation between different sides of the story. And it's a vacuum. Like, if you stay in your own vacuum long enough, you become reprogrammed to only believe and know what is in your vacuum. So Tom and I had these full-on come to Jesus conversations, usually in the car on the way home. So Tom would give me a ride home every day. And God bless Tom. Like, I feel bad for Tom Stevens, because I'm not easy to argue with. Like, I'm the wrong one. Because sometimes I pick at people. And Tom finally said, you know what? I get it. Like, don't take it personal. The listeners thought I was beating up on Tom or bullying Tom. And I'm like, Tom's a grown man. Like, he can defend himself. Like, he could, and then Tom would have to tell them, no, DP really loves me, man. You guys, you're missing the point. It's radio. And sometimes for the sake of it. It's the same thing that happens with Jay and I, that there are times when I 100% agree with Jay. But for the sake of radio and consideration, I'll go, hey, Jay, ponder this other thing. And Jay will go, nope. Nah, man. No, we cool. That's cool. I'll stay in my lane. And I'll try to egg him on into the other lane, and he'll just ignore me. That's what little brothers are there for. Like, they're supposed to just go, look, man, I'm smarter than you. Like, it's a new world now. So Jay's the smarter younger brother who just, quite frankly, sometimes just goes, listen, I'm not having this discussion with you, bro. This is not what happened. Right? So it's fair. The Hall of Famer has joined us. Jay Foreman is in the building. Let me do for Jay what's due. Jay Foreman, you were incredible today at Big Red Brunch. Kind sir, well done.
I appreciate it, man. It was, you go from one seat to the other, and it was good to see Steve and Chris Brown and Brendan Riley, and then obviously see the great support. And it was great. It was great Ava Thomas and Sherry did a really good job of putting it on by via the Omaha World Herald, and Big Red Brunch is great. I did Big Red Breakfast for tons of times.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot different getting up there, driving up there when it's at a reasonable time versus like when it gets a little colder in the year, and you gotta leave at like 4:30 or something because the it would start at 6. So that's pleasurable too. And the Tiburon is a great facility too. Great service, great food, great atmosphere. So even with the kickoff, golf thing, and then obviously, last week or last time with Trevin, that was good. So it's just another, notch on the belt. A good job of everybody, and Ticket's a big supporter of it, and good partnerships, not just support, but partnership. So, it's good for everybody, man. It was good.
All right, let's do this. Since Jay just got here, let's throw it to break, and we'll go 2 long segments with Jay in the building. I know he wants to talk some NFL. He's got some Huskers on his mind. There's lots to talk about. Let's give Jay the full time to do so here on Old School.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive Certified Piedmontese beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website, mercado.com, to see current deals.
And heavy fine print are over. It's time to experience hassle-free service with no contracts or hidden fees. That's the Allo promise. Allo Communications provides fiber internet, TV, and phone services with fair and no-nonsense pricing, all backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, 24/7 local support 365 days a year, and a monthly bill you can count on. Don't settle for gimmicks. Settle for hassle-free with Allo. Visit us at allofiber.com/hassle-free.
All right, it's lunchtime. Where should we go today?
How about Qdoba? We can get free queso and chips with an entree purchase.
Whoa, how'd you know about that?
It's in the campus cash booklet that we got for free to start the school year, the student marketplace. You didn't get yours?
I'd better go grab mine now.
You'd better stop at the College of Hair Design, too. Your hair is getting long. $8 haircut with the campus cash book.
What about my friends who are out of college?
They can download the Campus Cash app for free and get great deals, too, from Pizza Hut, Juice Stop, Craft Axe Throwing, and tons more.
Campus Cash, the student marketplace. Find your free booklet on campus or download the Campus Cash app. You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Problem gambling can destroy an individual's finances, relationships, physical, and mental health. If you or a loved one are struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline. 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire, 402-560-6197.
Join us at this year's Ignite Lincoln 15 at Rococo Theater on Thursday, September 14th for an inspiring night of stories that spark change. Get your tickets at ignitelincoln.org. Don't miss this chance to be a part of something extraordinary.
Ironhide Construction is hired. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Iron Height Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Iron Height Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironheightconstruction.com, where they're committed to you every step of the way.
Guys, you've heard me tell you all about Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, but it's not just me. Folks all over town are having success with the FXB program. Guys like Gary, who just finished up his own 10-week challenge.
Yeah, Mark. After having a knee replacement in March, I was looking for a way to get back into shape. The workouts are fun, the atmosphere is a total blast, and I've lost 17 pounds since starting in July.
The next Farrell's 10-week challenge begins on October 7th, and ticket listeners get $150 off enrollment. Just head to theticketfm.com. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill and 70th and Vine.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest, quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Getting experience to jumpstart a meaningful career can be difficult, and education can cost a fortune. Luckily, AmeriCorps can be the solution. With AmeriCorps, you'll earn a stipend and education award while helping people. Plus, you'll gain professional skills and make connections to help you build your career. If you're ready to start a career you can be proud of, visit serve.nebraska.gov/service to find a program for you. Paid for by Serve Nebraska, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Back to Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The firing squad on there.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. We are back. Last two segments, man, before move on down to O Street, moving on up like George Jefferson, man.
I am doing the George Jefferson walk.
Yeah. Right? You're going to be up at like 4 o'clock, just keep walking
Yeah,
back and
right,
forth.
back at O Street.
I'll be down here. Where are you going? Yeah, I'm going down here. You want to come with me? Yeah. But the funny is you're going to see Sipple and Jake early in the morning.
Ooh.
Somebody should just go by and just moon Sipple.
We were literally just talking about. We literally we asked him. I said, what's the first show to get mooned?
Oh, Sipple. Sipple looks like a moonable human.
But Nick and Rico get the most.
That's
yeah, but Sipple just you just want to because if you moon Sipple,
that's a t-shirt.
You want to go.
That's a t-shirt, Jay.
To like when you're at the bar, like Steve Sipple did this. Yeah, I mooned him.
How many people like Shut Up Sipple would be second to I Moon Sipple? I Moon Sipple.
Would it be second to that?
It would be it would be first. This would be number one. The I Moon Sipple t-shirts would be number one. 100%.
Oh yeah.
Like, okay, text. Who is the most moonable talent here? Like, who would? It's Rico.
Rico probably deserves it more. Sipple is the most person looks like needs to get mooned.
He has a moonable face, man.
Sipple's the type of dude that be on his Harley, and I can see somebody in a pickup truck. These guys, country boys, and they just roll down. There's two guys give him the moon.
So my entire baseball team got mooned at one point.
On the bus?
No. So we played in Wahoo, Lincoln Lutheran Co-op, all that. JV played at 4:30, varsity at 6:30. The Wahoo grocery store is just a couple blocks up from the stadium, so we would walk up there and get snacks.
Right.
And I'm going to put them on blast for this, and it'll make sense why later. We're playing Nebraska City that night. We walk past the bus, 13 consecutive windows of full moons.
Wow, that's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Is it even really good planning on them to be in unison like that?
They were prepared. Give them credit for it.
Yeah.
There were some rivalries where that happened.
You had the whole Randy Moss thing and up there at Green Bay, and Joe Buck or whatever was so mad, but Joe Buck didn't
fake move. Gee, come on.
Joe Buck didn't realize like that's what they do when you go to Green Bay. That's their thing, and it's better than if you flipped off the Philly fans because that's what little kids do. When I played Philly one year, they'd beat us, and I was with Houston, and so Philly's stadium was horrible. It was like a 90-degree day, but somehow it was leaking, and everybody was just happy to get out of there because that was when the turf was so bad. Remember the Ravens wouldn't play the preseason game. So you go from underneath the stadium, you kind of go way up and then take a right and around the stadium to hit the highway, and you got a police escort. I'll never forget, it was a guy with his kid. His kid couldn't have been no more than like 8 years old. No more than 8 years old.
Well, second grader.
Yeah, all these fans are walking, and they're giving us, this, and I was just looking. He taps his son like, "Hey, you can do it." Gave us the double berth, and the Philly fans went crazy. He's probably one of the guys. He's probably one of the guys that you see that's a Philly fan that's on the internet.
They recognize their own. They're like, oh yeah, oh.
That breaks. Like if they lose, he breaks every TV in the house or something like that. Yeah, he's probably that. He's grown up to be that kid or that adult.
Oh, so Jay, I found out that I got a phone call this morning, and they said, "Hey, yo, cuz, you got time to have dinner with your nephew?" And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Said your nephew's in Lincoln. Like, for what? He said he's playing. He's playing Saturday. And I paused, and I went, wait. I have a nephew in Northern Illinois.
Uh-oh. Now he don't know who he wants to win.
No, wrong. David Patterson is from Arlington, Virginia. I didn't know that. I'd never put it together, and I never pieced it. And so he was there. They've got some. He also told me, he said there's two players on this team from Nebraska, from Millett South.
There's a handful from Nebraska.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dan. I forget Dan. His name is Dan. He used to really recruit Nebraska. He's at Vanderbilt now. Dan Jackson.
Jake Gassaway, Cade Haberman.
Yeah, from Westside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Christian Nash.
Dan Jackson used to really recruit Nebraska hard. He started out at South Dakota State, recruited everybody up there, and then he was D-backs coach, special teams coordinator at Northern Illinois, and then now he's at Vanderbilt. He's a defensive back coach there.
Yeah, I didn't know that there was that much of a connection. There's some folks walking around Haymarket. So
yeah, they're probably excited. Look, when you never really go to Northern Illinois thinking that you're eventually going to play Nebraska, and it's a good opportunity. Heck, they even got a kid from my high school, Seth Thompson, Jr., 6'4", 292. See what we're gonna see what he about. You better represent.
Thumper.
You better represent. Don't be going out there and listen. And they got another cat, Pierce Apong from Bloomington. That means he's probably from the same school. He just got kicked out. So Pierce is 6'3".
Jay.
Well, all the rejects usually go to Bloomington. No offense, Pierce. If you're listening, I'm sorry, my brother, but he's 6'3", 255.
We homies, but
we know you couldn't make it over there. You're king of the beat movies over there, Bloomington. Let me see. But let me tell you something right now. I already know he's gonna be good just from where he's at. Rasheen Thomas. And here's why, Austin, you want to know why I know he's going to be good?
Lay it on me, Jay.
He's from Racine, Wisconsin. Listen, when I made my first, and see, back when they had AAU when I was playing, there was only one or two teams throughout the whole state. So kids would come from everywhere. So the first year that I tried out for, I didn't make the first team. I was on the second team. And we were playing in like a regional tournament. So there was kids from, Chicago, teams from South Dakota. So I'll never forget, we played this team from Racine, Wisconsin. And me and my boy David Johnson and Jason Cruz, and they went to Wisconsin, Green Bay, and the other one played at South Dakota. And so I'll never forget. So we're playing these dudes from Racine. These brothers came, and I know they weren't like 16 years old. These brothers, one had a mustache, one had the best looking Jericho ever. But I'll never forget, they came out there in like mismatching uniforms. And we're like, oh, we just gonna have to skill these dudes. We gotta keep it close. And the dude that jumped, they had a guy that was 6'8". The dude that jumped the ball couldn't been no more than 6'2". He got up off the floor so quick, tipped it, one pass, alley-oop. I was like, oh, we in some trouble. And so every time that we would get together and talk, even when I go back home and see him, he's like, oh, it's got to be on like Racine. So we ended up getting beat by him in the first game, and then beat him in the you play like the pool play, and then we beat them in bracket play. But
when it matters.
Yeah. Well, first of all, them brothers were running circles around us. We had to go get some extra shooting and practice it because they were up 20-0 before we broke a sweat. So yeah, Racine, Wisconsin. So it was
Make
on.
you reevaluate.
We did. I was like, man, maybe this basketball thing ain't for me.
Yeah,
but,
let me go play football in Nebraska.
Yeah.
It'll be way less tougher.
Well, let me go rethink this football thing because they got a lot more scholarships. But I did not get posterized, so it'll be interesting to see, what they do. I think Nebraska should be favored to win or should win regardless of who's at quarterback. I'm sure Matt Rule and those guys are going to keep it close to vest just because this obviously gives them somewhat of an advantage. But this game's got to be led by the defense. I think I heard Rashawn and Farley on their show talking about if Nebraska wins the toss. I want to ask you guys, if they win the toss, who would you have out there first? Rashawn said defense. See, I'm the total opposite, right? I think my defense is always going to play. But the defense is the lifeline of the team right now. Now, I know people are going to, if you guys can text in and probably tell me I'm wrong, and probably there's some analytics that if you win it, you put the defense out there so you get in the second half. But here's why I would put the offense out first. Definitely not because of the output. But if you have to look at it, this game is going to be a game of momentum, and we have struggled immensely with it. Now, it could go two ways, but the best way Northern Illinois can take total air out of the stadium and control the momentum for easily the majority of the first quarter is get the ball and walk the ball down the field. When the offenses usually operate the best because they had their first 15 plays scripted and they just, this Iowa's problem. And once they get past 15, they're not very good. That's why I would put my offense out there, hoping that and assuming that our first 15 will be good. We get some good mojo going if we get 3 or 7 points. And then also Northern Illinois' lifeline is their defense. So we're getting it too. I'm taking your momentum away from you and we're gaining it if it goes as planned. What about you guys?
If you're Marcus Satterfield and don't have your list of 10 plays that guarantee you a touchdown, right? Just turn in the headset. It's Northern Illinois. It's not Michigan. Even if it's Michigan, you should have 10 plays that you think can get you down the field. First play of the game will tell me everything. It tells me the play that you trust the most. The play that is most productive, that you can't screw up, that you have the best personnel on the field, best matchup, where you can literally identify what it is that you want to do first. That'll tell me everything. I want my offense on. There's a scoreboard. Easiest way to change that scoreboard is with the offense. So, you know what? Give me the ball, and then let me put the ball in the hand of my best player. Not sure I know who that is for Nebraska, but okay, I'm gonna do that anyway. If my best player is Gabe Ervin, he's getting the ball. If the best player is Fedoni, he's getting the ball. Or maybe I'll run behind my best player. Maybe it's Ben Scott. I'm going to run behind Ben Scott. Play one tells me everything. I don't defensively. Some of the, as you say, some of that is catch as catch can on defense. No matter how effective, aggressive, purposeful you are, you still kind of have to be reactive. Offense is not that. Offense is proactive. It is setting the tone. Give me the ball. Let's put some points on the board.
What do you think, Austin?
I think it's fascinating because both ways it's better on worse. Nebraska's defense versus Northern Illinois' offense. Northern Illinois' offense versus Nebraska's defense. The defenses are better in this game. If you're Nebraska and this is going to be a statement game, you absolutely put the offense out on the field. Northern Illinois scoring first sucks all the life out of the stadium. You're playing from behind. You put a touchdown on the board, even if it takes you 7 minutes to drive down the field from the 25-yard line, but you ran the ball with consistency. You stuck to it, converted a third down or two, and you punch it in, and you get the extra point. That stadium's going to go nuts. That's going to be the high point. Hey, we did it. Something happened. We can cheer about it. It's actually good. And then you trust your defense because it's a better unit on your team to go do its thing. Northern Illinois doesn't want to put its offense out there first. It doesn't. It's worried about Rocky Lombardi throwing an interception. It's worried about having to punt from the shadow of its own goal line after, Nebraska only allows 2 yards per carry.
Right.
Nebraska should want its offense out there to send a statement. Northern Illinois, though, I think would feed into that, right? They want their defense out there first because if, Quarterback makes a mistake. You can seize on that. You can suck all the air out of that stadium.
Yeah, it's interesting to see what happens and then just how they look. I mean, I think I would encourage the team to go out there and, play loose. I mean, look, you're still playing football. Yeah, we've had some ball handling issues, but hopefully you rectify it. So let's just go out and play ball. I mean, at the end of the day, we can do the easiest thing to do is focus on the fumbles. Now, granted, this should not be happening. You should not have to practice jumping on a ball. It should just be an instinct. Okay, so that's 5 minutes wasted. So I need to gain 5 minutes. I need to gain 5 minutes back some way, right? So that's more attention to detail individually and then obviously collectively in meetings. But it's not just the ball handling issues that's hurting Nebraska, right? So everybody's Satterfield's not calling plays, this, and this. Well, they tried to go back to what was working, right? Inside, outside zone. Well, twice 44 made tackles for loss. Well, it's because he split Borkature and Jenkins. Well, that's a little thing where Jenkins can't run up to the second level and leave Borkature in a no-win situation. He's almost in a trail technique. There's nothing he could do. The only way that he could really work around that is not line up in a wing position, right? And line up essentially right behind Jenkins or, almost to the tackle. Well, that defeats the purpose of the whole formation because you're trying to balance out the defensive formation, split, numbers wise from the center to the, the tackle position on both sides of the ball. And that's where you're deciding to run. So they felt like they had numbers, but then another additional number is added defensively because of certain things like that. That can make you a better team like overnight, right? Because if you get 6, 7, 8 yards on there, now you're in a totally different position versus now say you ran out on first down and then a 2nd and 4. You're thinking, okay, I got 2 plays to get a first down. You run that one, you block it up, play side, block it up, let's say mid side. That means not all the way backside. One guy misses a block backside, or 2 guys don't work together in unison, or one guy decides I'm going to go do my thing. I want to make sure I go block my guy. Forget Austin. Well, now you're starting it. Your second down, a 2nd and 13, 14, maybe 15. We don't play well like that. That's why penalties, fumbles, missed snaps, your inaccurate snaps and stuff like that is so huge because the things that we need to do. Because I felt like the way that they blocked in the run game, they're not physically dominating, but they're at least getting on guys and getting in the way. I think Minnesota, well, for the most part, I mean, some other guys, the same guys that are allowing direct access, that needs to be out of your system. I mentioned earlier this week the DP. If there's 6 of them, I call it direct access, right? Probably 8 against Colorado. But if you trim that down to 3, the offensive output and the time of possession is totally different. You got to think per play that you don't allow direct access, which turned into a direct tackle for loss, is at least another minute and a half off of the game clock. Just that play alone. Then you add 2 more plays. So that's another nine plays that you could add, that you could be getting and taking away from Colorado or whoever you're playing. So those are the things they need to really concentrate on. Kicking game, I look for them to make a comeback because they played overall. Kicking game was not very good. So then you get back to kicking the ball, covering the ball, and returning the ball, and then they should be okay. It's going to be a tough game though.
I think that the collective holding of breath on the status of Jeff Sims, no matter how you feel about Jeff Sims, I would think that a large number of Husker fans would prefer that he was at least available going into this thing, because then it just offers more questions. If he's not playing, you got a ton more questions. The questions with Jeff Sims. You don't know how many questions there are without him. And I think there are more questions. It'll be an interesting morning.
Yeah, I think the thing is that they have to do is like Harburg and Purdy. It doesn't matter. I'm assuming, say Jeff Sims is out, both of them I'm assuming will play. Right? I know Purdy's hurt or whatever, or dinged up. Dude, you're going to have to learn how to play hurt. Like at this point in time, I can't hold your hand anymore. Like, I know you battled. Like, I know you battled through Whipple. Whipple didn't give you a chance, and that's on Whipple, right? You should never come in. If I'm coaching you two, I'm giving him all the opportunities, and I'm not even trying to coach you. It's like I always say about Icorse and Bo. Icorse might have had intentions to get rid of Bo eventually, but you got to support him as the athletic director until that day comes. But you're lucky enough to get this opportunity. You stuck it out. Here you are. Coach likes you, right? He does like you. He's been highlighting you since the spring. They wouldn't have put you on Instagram or whatever it was, running over people and talking about you glowingly if he didn't think you had something. So that's great, right? It's kind of like what I would tell the team now. Like, yeah, you guys worked hard to get to the season. Now you need to work harder during the season. Well, H2, Heinrich Harburg, Kearney Catholic legend. Your time is now, player. It's either Dookie or get off the pot. Chubba, drop a deuce or get off the pot. Because there is no other opportunity that's just laid out there for you this early in the season for you to do well. Right? You do well. You start winning some games, playing well. It doesn't matter if Daniel Kalen comes in or there's some transfer portal guy come in. You can submit yourself.
And ownership is 9/10 of the coaching law.
That's
You
right.
have the position. It's yours till somebody takes it away or you give it away.
Exactly. We're going to go to break, come back one more segment before we sign off on the last old school, before we are down into the new school, downtown, J. Foreman, DP, Austin. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Listen up, ticket listeners. Fairway Meat Market has a deal that's only for you. Stop by Fairway Meat Market between September 11th through the 16th and mention the ticket for USDA Choice Porterhouse Steaks for just $9.99 per pound. This deal is advertised nowhere else and strictly for 93.7 The Ticket listeners. Again, $9.99 per pound USDA Choice Porterhouse Steaks. Now through the 16th if you mention you heard the deal on the ticket. Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive certified Piedmontese beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals. Brown Shoe Fit has all types of shoes for you to excel this fall. Check out their large variety of tennis shoes and dress shoes in brands like Brooks, Hoka, Merrell, On, and many more. Browns has the local professionals to get the proper fit, aided by their high-tech foot scanner by Atrex. Stop by Brown Shoe Fit today, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln, or check out their options online at brownshoefitco.com. You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Muchachos has been Lincoln's leader for New Mexican barbecue for a few years now, and they've expanded into Omaha. That's right, you can get all your favorites like the pipeline burrito with 3 meats, rice, beans, queso, and crushed chips, or any of their great taco options in Lincoln or Omaha. Plus, they want to give back, as the Malachi Coleman Give-A-Rito, a 2-meat hatchback burrito, gives proceeds to the Fly Like Kai Foundation for the Lincoln foster care community. Stop by Muchachos in Lincoln at 11th and L or in Omaha at 1258 South 13th Street.
Are you tired of living in pain? It's time to take control. At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, we're your one-stop shop for expert care in Lincoln. From broken bones to complex reconstruction, our skilled team will help you get back on track. Visit prairieortho.com today and discover why we're the trusted choice for thousands of patients. Don't let pain hold you back. Take the first step towards a better pain-free life with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins. Call 402-489-4700.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. There are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery. Online at BeatriceBakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Accelerate your financial journey. With Kasasa Cash, experience the thrill of earning more with each transaction or the freedom to withdraw your cash from any ATM nationwide. Not to mention, no monthly service fees. It's the power of earning up to 5.5% APY on your Kasasa Cash with Liberty First Credit Union. Earn rewards beginning at a penny, continuing up to $40,000. Visit libertyfirstcu.com for details. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose. Account qualifications apply.
Guys, you've heard me tell you all about Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping. But it's not just me. Folks all over town are getting into shape with the FXB program. Guys like Ryan, who joined at the same time I did a year and a half ago.
Yeah, Mark, I'm in better shape than I have been in quite some time. The people at Farrell's are awesome. The instructors keep the workouts fun, and the owners are engaged and committed to the success of all of their members.
The next Farrell's 10-week challenge begins on October 7th, and ticket listeners get $150 off enrollment. Just head to theticketfm.com. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill and 70th and Vine.
The best way to learn about Southeast Community College is to visit. SCC's Career Days will provide you with a hands-on experience as you learn alongside SCC faculty and students and industry partners. Explore careers in healthcare, construction, ag, automotive, manufacturing, engineering, power sports, transportation, or technology. See your options at southeast.edu/visit SCC. SCC, your path to possible.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today will see a mix of sunshine and a few clouds as well. Afternoon high should be around 81. Tonight we'll see mostly clear skies and a low over 58. Tomorrow showers and storms are likely. Temperatures a little cooler. We'll see a high of around 78. Meteorologist Kyle Clucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're back. Final segment of Old School. I think we're followed up by Mon Green and his show. Everybody's in their last few minutes here at the studio. Obviously, we would be able to still be able to come back and do stuff if you need to. But I think Austin, though, the excitement of getting downtown and seeing, just to see the updates that they've done from when we were there just last week is man, all the contractors and all that stuff have done a really good job. I think Farley and his his business and his crew is gonna go clean it and stuff. So the first show is tomorrow. Yeah. And I got to call a high school game, so I think I'm gonna have to call in.
Ooh,
that's terrible, isn't it?
Where's the game? Seacrest or UBT?
Gretna.
Oh yeah. That's not gonna work.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. So I'm gonna have to stop in. I might have to pop in like a Pop-Tart on Sipple or somebody in the morning.
Come say hi to Strickeni. Yeah, we got you.
I'll be gone by then.
Bummer.
But yeah, I'll check it out. I'll definitely be down there. And look, it's crazy because I remember a couple times I came in here and when Adrian was still alive, Adrian is always one thing about Adrian, he was always good to me though. And came in here, did some stuff, and then just think about it. Even like a few times when DP first started to have me on, I'd be coming in and stuff like that, and it was pretty interesting. Now you're going on. I mean, it looks sweet downtown.
It does.
Yeah, it does. It looks sweet.
We were there for the meeting last week.
Yeah, but it looks even
see
better.
Where it's come.
Yeah.
Now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool to see those guys kick it off tomorrow. And then obviously going into Husker weekend, we'll be doing the pregame. I think pregame show down there too, right?
As far as I know.
Yeah, and the postgame down there. We got some pretty cool things we're gonna be doing starting next week. I gotta log it. I had to corner Jake. He's probably all Jake get all uptight. He don't say so, but I got
Jake uptight.
Yeah,
no.
He's uptight. I had to tighten him up today. So we got some stuff that we're gonna work on here in next week. So it's I think it's gonna really take the ticket to the next level. I mean, even bigger level than it's getting to right now. So pretty cool. people of you listeners and texters, we appreciate it. We're still going to be on and popping. So make sure you stop down and see us definitely for pregame show and postgame show, even though it's going to be late at night. People are going to be drunk, but it's cool. Okay, I mean, I'm good. We got to make sure I can lock the door. You know how you push the button?
Yeah. Yeah.
You get the button.
Something close under the table just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
Just in case.
Hey, a mad fan or something, man. Anybody's around coming there.
We're not going to sleep. It's not by our bed or anything, but same concept applies.
Yeah. You don't want to get knocked out or something like that. So it'd be cool, man. I know that, DP and Rebecca have done a really good job, obviously, of taking it and having a vision, along with Mark. Mark's been here a while. I'm sure those three have spearheaded it and done a really good job. So, look, it's the first home game. That was the goal. And when you have a goal and good people around you, it definitely comes to fruition. So, hey, man, I guess we'll sign off until we get to sign back on. I'll definitely be talking to people tomorrow, but I'll be down there in the morning for myself, DP, Austin. We are out. You will see us in a totally different digs at times tomorrow down there at O Street, man, 11th and O Street. Come down and check us out, man. We probably won't let you inside, but we'll see you outside. Jay Foreman, DP, Austin. We are out.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive Certified Piedmontese beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meat, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals.
Accelerate your financial journey. With Kasasa Cash, experience the thrill of earning more with each transaction or the freedom to withdraw your cash from any ATM nationwide. Not to mention, no monthly service fees. It's the power of earning up to 5.5% APY on your Kasasa Cash with Liberty First Credit Union. Earn rewards beginning at a penny, continuing up to $40,000. Visit libertyfirstcu.com for details. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose. Account qualifications apply.
The days of internet contracts and heavy fine print are over. It's time to experience hassle-free service with no contracts or hidden fees. That's the Allo promise. Allo Communications provides fiber internet, TV, and phone services with fair and no-nonsense pricing. All backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, 24/7 local support, 365 days a year. Bill you can count on.